Hello everyone, Sheila here and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to make this card. But before that, I just want to show you one of the stamps that is new in the Woodware collection. This is designed by Jane Gill, and this is under Creative Expression. And yeah, so this is one of the two stamps that is in the collection. So this one is the Twigs and Berries, and this one is the Bauble large top. And they also have dies that go with it, and it has this kind of this one is the rectangle, and this one, this little stumps here, goes into the squares or whatever you like, or you can just use this one as it is. So yeah, and there's also a circle, I believe, or and a square like this, but it's a square. Okay, and yeah, you can check them out in your local craft shop. It's available already, and yeah, so yeah, this is one of the Christmas collection, newly released. Yeah, I just love this one. And yeah, this stumps here goes into the circles here, and that's what I did on this one here. And there's the little elves here on that circle. So if you want to cut out the circles here, there's a die for that. So you just check the collection in your craft shop. So it's available now. Okay, and yeah, so I will be doing a tutorial for this one. Just let me give you a close-up. Okay, so I will show you the materials. So for the materials, you will need these twigs and berries. Okay, so it looks like that. And then you will also need the big Bauble large tops. Okay, so you cannot see it properly there. So here it is. So that's what it looks like. Okay. Now and for the coloring, I'm going to use from the Cosmic Shimmer range. I'm going to use the Pixie Burst. This is the Wild Moss. Pixie Burst Making Waves. This is the blue. And then the Pixie Burst Firefly Glow. And then Pixie Burst Orange Slice. And then Pixie Burst Very Berry. And then for the pixie powders, I'm going to use Sun Yellow and Lava Red. Okay, so, and also I'm going to use the 3D Pearl accents to make the strings for this one. And then I'm going to use a white Posca for highlights, and also a VersaFine Clear, because I'm going to do a watercolor. So this is perfect for stamping if you are using kind of watercolor coloring. And some glue, Cosmic Shimmer glue, and then palette for your pixie for your powders to put in, and also some brushes and water. Okay, I have here, this is my usual brushes. I use the number 6 and the number 1, and I went ahead and stamped the image. So this one is 6.5 by 7.5 inches. Okay, so just place your main image somewhere. You need something like a border here, from the edge here to there. Leave a space here around 1.25, and then yeah, just place it there. And then the bottom here, you will need to have somewhere like 1 inch. Okay, so on this side 1.25, and then on down here, well, you can put 1.25 here too. So this side, you know, just place it like something like that. So that's how I know space it, because I need to add the circles here, and then there's a space for the another decoration onto the side. Okay, yeah. So then I also stamped separate one from a scratch paper, just this part of the stamp, because I need to fussy cut this, but there is a die to cut this one. So if you have that, you go ahead and cut it, since I don't have it. So I just need to fussy cut this one. And yeah, so you can you have to use either watercolor cardstock or any cardstock that is thicker, like 300 GSM up, that can hold some water. Okay, to make this project. Okay, so yeah, and yeah, so we'll start to color. Before I color the image, I just want to give you a because I need to fast forward the coloring. I just want you to know that when you color, see, this is the wild moss green. As you can see, if you have this very dark one, very not thin out powder, you can see that that's very green. And then when you thin it out, wash your brush and then spread it. It has this kind of very bright green. It's like viridian green in the watercolor. Yeah, it's kind of very bright kind of green. It's a hint of very bright yellow. That's the way I see it. As you can see there, it has a kind of yeah. If you want to kind of, you don't want lines like that, so you wash your brush and then just spread it out like that. So then you can see you don't have lines there like that here. So it's more like a gradual blending. Okay, and then another thing is, so when I color this one, I just imagine that the light comes from this side. I always do that. Then you will have to darken this side here, so you will have kind of a 3D look. So what I will do is that when you add your green here, for example, you darken that part there like that. Then wash your brush, so it's a clean water, and then you just spread that one here. So just drag that color, and then as you go along, as you go along over here, make sure that you wash your brush, and then don't add any color, just water, and then just drag the color there, so that you will have a graduation of kind of a light color that have an illusion that is the light over here. So there's not, it's more like a bright color here. Okay, and then over here, if you want to darken that, you want to darken it too much, you know, very much or something, sometimes I tend to just add blue, as you can see there. So it's more like it's a nice kind of a greeny blue, so you will have more shadows there. Okay, something like that. And then also, if you arrive here, you can add plenty of water to your green, and then you just do a splatter. Do not thin it out too much, just, you know, just a bit darker, then, so that you will have a kind of an illusion of a cluster. You know, it's not just a dense greenery, just a little bit. Okay, and then in coloring this one, I will start with the sun yellow. Where is the pixie powder here? This is the only one that is very light, bright yellow to me here. So you add that one first, okay, and then I have a pixie burst here with firefly glow. Just add that one onto the, oops, the yellow is contaminated, there. So just add that one onto the left, because that's where your shadow is, like so. Not all of it, but just this half of this one. You just making a C, letter C here, and then darken it more here. Okay, like that. So then you wash your brush, and then in the middle of that one, you just brush it, something like that, and then it will give you a kind of a blending. And then you want to add some more there, so it will just, once it's still wet, it will have this kind of it will just run, it will add texture. So yeah, then let it dry, and then if you are not satisfied in it, you darken that side. So that's how I do all the bubbles. Now in terms of the red one, it's nicer to start with the orange, or you can start with the yellow and then use the red to darken it. Okay, I will, like this one here, I'll just do this one here. So I start with the orange, or you can use yellow, and then you will take a darker red, then you just add it onto the side here. Now, that's, put the red onto that, make a C, and then you will have something like that. Okay, so it's a kind of an illusion that the light hits that part there. So just make sure you darken that side, so you can add, even if you have purple or blue, we'll try blue, just if you want to, just to darken that thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, so there's a purple, there's red. You can mix the red and the blue to make the purple. So since there's a red there, you can add the blue, just a blot of blue, and then it will be purple. Okay, so yeah, so just do an exercise with that, and you will, you know, get it. That's just how I do mine. And yeah, so this one is kind of dry now, because I'm not satisfied with that, so I need to add more layers of the firefly glow. It's a kind of a darker, I guess it's contaminated with the green. There we go. Oh no, it's not. It's just like that. So it's a kind of a brownish yellow, this one. So yeah, I use that one for my darker yellow. And then you add more yellow on it, just to blend that. And then if you accidentally, you know, like your light yellow is gone, just wash your brush and then just brush it over there onto the darker one, and then you just get your tissue and then wipe it and it will be back. And if you want to erase more, just add more water and then blot it with the tissue, and then it will be like that. So then later on we can have a white Posca to highlight that, like that. I hope you can see that. So it's like, you know, it's kind of rounded now. It's not flat. Okay, so yeah, so enjoy the coloring. Yeah, so I hope you will enjoy the coloring.